Have you ever had the feeling that something about the way we've been taught to understand life doesn't quite fit? Somewhere deep within you, something keeps whispering that something is missing. I've found that the people who are drawn to my work usually aren't looking for more information. They're looking for the thread, the one thread that weaves everything together. Because when you see only fragments, life feels fragmented. But when you begin seeing the pattern, everything starts making sense. Welcome back to your Cosmic Sanctuary. If you're new here, my name is Elle, the Holistic Energy Alchemist, and I guide people into remembrance of the deeper patterns that have always been shaping human consciousness. Because beneath every system, every institution, every belief, every story we've inherited, there is an organizing principle, what I call a root pattern. And when we discover that root pattern, the fragments begin coming back together. And that's what this orientation series is all about. Remembering the root pattern that has always been organizing our experience of reality. This series is an invitation to look at one of the deepest patterns shaping human civilization, orientation. Because orientation is the hidden organizing principle of experience. It determines how consciousness relates to life itself. And from that relationship, everything else unfolds. The way we receive life, the way we perceive life, the way we relate to life, the way we understand ourselves within life, the way we experience reality itself. Everything begins with our orientation. So let me ask you a question. What if one of the greatest shifts in human history wasn't simply a shift in astronomy, but a shift in consciousness? What if changing the way humanity understood the cosmos wasn't the cause, but the reflection of a profound reorientation already taking place within human consciousness? When we look through the lens of the precessional ages, we begin to notice something extremely fascinating. In the age of Taurus, civilizations expressed a way of being that was deeply relational. The earth was not experienced as a resource. She was experienced as the living ground of existence. Creation was understood through the feminine principle, through the womb, through gestation, through birth, through sacred relationship, through participation with life itself. The sacred wasn't something in the sky. It wasn't something to be reached through a mediator. It dwelled inside of everything. Life itself was experienced as sacred. The earth wasn't separate from the divine. The body wasn't separate from the divine. Creation wasn't separate from the divine. Everything was an expression of the divine made manifest. Then something begins to shift. Not all at once, but gradually. The stories begin changing. The symbols begin carrying a different meaning. The values begin changing. The relationship with power begins changing. The relationship with the earth begins changing. The relationship with the feminine principle begins changing. The relationship with the sacred begins changing. As consciousness moves towards the age of Aries, we begin witnessing the emergence of a different pattern. Control, conquest, hierarchy, domination, suppression. The masculine principle no longer existing in sacred relationship with the feminine. but beginning to claim superiority over her. Now, what was once experienced through sacred relationship increasingly becomes organized through separation and violence. And alongside this broader shift in consciousness, we also witness a profound change in humanity's understanding of the cosmos. The organizing center changes. The earth is no longer understood as the center of lived experience. The sun becomes the new organizing reference. Civilization begins to shift from geocentrism, earth-centered, to heliocentrism, sun-centered. So what does this reveal about the orientation of consciousness? That as consciousness changed, its understanding of the cosmos changed with it. The cosmology became the mirror of consciousness. When consciousness shifts, civilization shifts. When civilization shifts, its institutions shift as well. Its values shift. Its relationship with life itself shifts. Its relationship with God shifts. Every system begins expressing the orientation of the consciousness that created it. Just as the arms of the galaxy reveal the movement of the center, our civilizations reveal the movement of our consciousness. Now, this is what I call the Great Misorientation of Humanity, because when consciousness changed its orientation, humanity changed its relationship with life, its relationship with earth, its relationship with the sacred, its relationship with one another, and the deeper shift, its relationship with itself. This is because orientation determines our relationship with everything. Relationship determines our experience. So, if we've inherited a fragmented experience of reality, then wouldn't it make sense that we've also inherited a fragmented orientation? In our next conversation, we'll bring this pattern closer to home, because the same orientation that shaped civilization is the very same orientation living within us. Now, I'll leave you with a proverb that came through during this transmission. The way you receive life is the way you perceive life. And the way you perceive life is the way you receive life. Let that sit with you. Contemplate on that. And I'll see you next time.